just like how people associated, like whether it was um um World Star to Q, or BT at a point to Bob Johnson's. Like, I just want to be
Right.
like a media CEO who, again, maybe I did it the Diddy way, in terms of how Diddy ran the label and sometimes he rapped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, again,
Yeah.
yeah, I was a media personality, but also I ran the platform as well. So it's more like an entrepreneur move. But I don't know if there's an exact word for it, but the blames or the criticisms that come with all of those, right? It might come with a platform, or come with, you're a media personality. You shouldn't be.
Did you get a call?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
But I want Juju to go after you.
Yeah, Judy. No,
Straight.
no, she can call. Of course. My bad, Judy. I had to snitch. I've been sitting on that question
Cause
pause for like an hour,
Stop
so
it,
I even
sir.
texted
You
you.
know
hey,
you
I just been
good. Of
listening
course.
patiently.
hey, Ak, you there? Juju wanna ask you this last question, and then I know I get ahead, Juju.
I think you gotta wait for him to come back. I'm not sure
That
if he
might
is.
do the
Oh,
same
he.
thing, or 1,000. Like, truth be told, I don't even do YouTube videos like that anymore. You know what I mean? But like, there's a million niggas who's doing them. You get me?
Yeah, I feel
And
you.
and, and of course, like, if you gonna mention that, you probably gonna give me the blame. But again, like, the only thing I hope that y'all take from it when I come in these rooms, man, like, I come in to have a conversation, and I come in to try to field questions and try to build. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
don't think I could convince somebody who really hates me to like me, but I could convince somebody who has me misunderstood to get a better understanding to make up their mind. And that's really all it is. You know what I mean? And shit. And I'm just also like, I ain't gonna lie, we all have our moments as men where arrogance and ego takes over, and sometimes you might say something or whatever, but like, I hope y'all know, y'all realize, like, from me coming in here, and like even all the discussions I've had from the first day I've been on Clubhouse, basically my whole thing is, I'm not, I don't think I'm too important or too big to be corrected. You get me? And that's exactly why, sometimes, I talk to other people, influential, like other, personalities, and they're like, "Yo, Act, why do you go on there?" Like, they don't, and I'm like, I really think that in some rooms, maybe not this room, because I know Facts be rocking with me a lot. So like, I don't know, the niggas who probably really hate me probably just don't show up when Facts got the room going on. But like, maybe half of the people are like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck what that nigga say, fuck him." But the other half might be like, "Yo, let's see how he's gonna approach these situations," because one of the things, and even when, like, that's why I do feel bad, like, even mentioning Dirk in this whole thing, right? But Dirk is kind of one of the prominent people right now in Chicago, who's kind of like, he is an example of that. But the whole thing is that people don't have those conversations. I try to have it a lot. Like, if I didn't want to talk about Chicago no more, I've moved on so far beyond that, in terms of, I went to Complex, I went to Spotify, I'm doing 20 other different things. I don't really got to keep coming back to Clubhouse to keep talking about a 2 to 3 year period where I was really popping, doing that Warren Chirac thing. But it's like, you got to have those conversations if you really care about it, right? And
Right.
for anybody who could think it's just for profit, if it's just for profit, I'm not coming on here. You know what I mean? Because like, a conversation like this, what I mean, if anything, probably hurts me more than helps me. But now, like, I hope that there's a cultural love for anybody who's an entrepreneur, at least, especially if you're black. I would think, no matter how much money or how much you think I profited from covering this culture or building the brand I've built, if there wasn't a genuine passion and love, and that also comes with trying to be better, trying to help others, trying to give back, and move towards a better future in terms of coverage and representation, I wouldn't be on here. You know what I mean? Like, I would just be like, I talk to a lot of the other media, owners, the big media platform owners. I'm like, y'all should engage with these people, and they're like, nah, they're not fucking up my bag. So why talk to them? And I'm like, that's not the point. The point is that, if people, like, if you can't be scared of the people, or scared of of the people who consume your content and have questions. If you run
Mm.
away from it, like, no matter how much money or how much success you have, like, then your passion has to be questioned a bit, because you're not actually holding yourself accountable or allowing other people to do it too. So when I get on here, it's cool. Like, You know what I mean? I always appreciate Facts for doing a good job of, moderating the room or whatever. But I don't expect y'all to come in here and be like, oh, yo, Act, you're good. No, you might be like, yo, Act, I seen that one post. Nigga, why the fuck you did that? Nigga, like, yo, you ain't had a, yo, why'd you say this? That's all legit. And hopefully we could have conversations. For everybody I've had a conversation with on this call, truth be told, and this is probably credit to, not only Facts, but just everybody in here, whether, I believe her name is Dredre, like, listen, she might even leave this room and be like, yo, that nigga Act, like, we disagree over a lot, but we still had some honest and, truthful discourse that hopefully could move something along, right?
Right.
Dirty, you know what I mean? Shit, Dirty probably had a particular understanding, like, damn, this fuck nigga Act, blah blah. All right, cool, let's figure this out. And I know this was titled, and I don't know if y'all talked about it before. That's really how the Meek Mill thing happened, where, salute to Savage, or Savage is my guy, because it take a certain type of individual and someone. If you consider yourselves friends, or you cool with two people and they getting into it, a lot of people sometimes be like, yo, well, let me just dip out, and I'm gonna come back after all the carnage is done. And I think he's made a really good effort to, if he could put himself like, yo, hey, on behalf of y'all both fucking with me, see if y'all could at least talk it out real quick. And I
Yo,
fuck with that. So,
hey, Act, let me
discourse is
ask a
also about.
question. Let me ask a question real quick, Act. So
Hold on,
let's
guys.
get
Let me
back
get
to the.
in real
Wait,
quick.
hold on, Juju. Hold on, Juju. Because while he on that, I want to ask a question. Because we did actually speak on it and we did speak about it. So the Meek Mill situation, y'all squashed the beef. Y'all had a conversation thanks to Meezy and 21 Savage, right? So a lot of people want to know, like, and this ain't, a lot of people want to know, are you going to be covering Meek Mill? Are you going to be posting him on your Instagram? And if you will be posting on him, like, could you critique him how you critique other artists, or you just not gonna post him because you don't want to go through what y'all went through before?
Um, so the most important thing, and I don't know if it was conveyed in the podcast episode that was dropped today on Spotify, it was like, this, and even people hit me, they're like, yo, you did an interview with Meek. Nah, like, this wasn't an interview move, and for me, it wasn't let's benefit from content with it. This was, hey, listen.
J. Crew is on a mission to bring the joy to self-expression in everyone's closets, which I think is really fun and exciting. I had the funnest time putting together my outfit. I feel like it just screamed at me that this is my outfit. If you want to check out my look or shop the newest collection from J. Crew, go to jcrew.com.
Una historia en donde el amor verdadero se abre paso entre las diferencias.
Le doblas la edad.
As two men who both have some influence in this industry, and both are gonna have to operate, if you're gonna, if because I'll be planning to be here for 25, 50. You know what I mean? And I hope my company lasts for generations and decades and centuries longer than that.
It
So it's,
will after you give me that job.
so my whole thing was like, all right, cool, let's figure this out as men. You know what I mean? Like, again, being on edge with certain rappers or whatever the case is, sometimes, a lot of people like to, like, yo, Act, when you be ranting to be blah blah, but I'm like, yo, that's not performative art. I'm not just getting up like, yo, who could I go at? It's like, it's honest, true feelings that maybe some people think come out in a different tone when I'm off that hen dog or some shit. But, like, that's just me. Like, I'm passionate. Like, when I talk, like, if me and you are arguing right now, and we could be anywhere, we could be in the library, and if we gonna argue about, like, two albums that I'm passionate about, I'm gonna be shouting up in there. I'm sorry. So, sometimes, I see people look at that and they think that's aggression. That's not necessarily what it is. So I was just kind of glad that we got a chance to, have that discussion. I'll tell you where it's at currently, and this is the understanding me and him have, is like, yo, listen, I admit it, and this is what, every time y'all hear me talk, I always take accountability. I'm never the nigga who points. I point the finger at me, then somebody else. One of the things that I don't want to I don't really give most of the conversation away, but it was like, and I admit, I was like, yo, yeah, that this week where your album dropped, nigga, I did go hard. Yeah, it was personal for me, very personal, and whether some could say it's justified, because for me, I was looking at, well, you tweeted that I'm greenlit, you on Clubhouse talking about, like at that point, again, we're both millionaires who are really successful in this game. I'm taking what you're saying, especially I'm not no street dude. So now I gotta now be able to protect myself as a man, because I don't know how many people Meek feed, but I feed a lot too. So again, there was situations and obviously things happened on both sides. Well, I don't know if he did say on both sides, but for me it made more sense, right? And like we're trying to. The first step is to not be on some, whether in his case be online threatening me or being on, whether it's Clubhouse or interviews. He could have been, he was on an interview with Complex. He could have been like, man, I think Academics, wait till we see that. You know what I mean? He could have been that. You know what I mean? So for the first step is that me not being on my Twitch going crazy on him. You know what I mean? Just to let people know that, hey, it's kind of a personal thing with me and him, right? We're a few steps removed from us having that understanding as men, that if I'm covering Meek, it's out of a place of being a fan and it's not personal. So right now, I wouldn't be posting Meek Mill. You get me? And shit, we talked. We was like, yo, listen, if whatever might later point we meet, blah blah blah. But most of the stuff is, we're not, like, again, I don't know if people thought I was doing any of this for the media or whatever. I'm gonna play it in the respectable way, which I'm not gonna. I'm gonna agree. I agree to certain ways how it would move, and hopefully that could get continued where we could get to a place of understanding of, hey, you're not quote unquote blacklisted from my platform, and you're not looking at, if say I say, yo, I love this song, but this song's whack, you're like, oh, this nigga act just attacking me type shit. You know what I mean? So we ain't there yet. And it just first starts with having that understanding. We had a conversation. I told him, I was like, and I felt the most disrespect. I was like, listen, at the core of everything, y'all can say whatever about me, we're both men. And at a point when I think that isn't respected or reciprocated, you know things kind of go off the rails. But right now I wouldn't post them, but you won't see me saying nothing that would be trying to slander him either.
All right,
And
let
hopefully
me.
don't build.
All right, let me ask you one more question before Juju asks you, because I know you gotta go. I know you about to go to Cali and shit. But look, Juju. I mean, academics. My fault. So I got a question. A lot of people want to ask you this too. I already know the answer, but do you feel like, and this is not nothing to know. This don't have nothing to do with Meek Mill. So my question is this: do you feel like for a rapper, not a particular rapper, would you go in a controlled environment and box them for the money if they wanted to do that? Will you do that?
Of course not. Wait, of course. Like, I'm gonna be honest. And I want to keep this is not for no rapper. I'm gonna be honest with you. And again, first of all, I ain't fit like that, number one. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen a lot of these niggas in boxing and quote unquote fighting without guns and no entourage. And I'm sorry, it just does not strike no fear in my heart when it comes to nothing. I wouldn't fight the game. I ain't gonna lie. Gaming cats, no, them niggas too big. But the majority of these, like, I'll be watching them, like, again, this is just, I love when I see like a rapper boxing video. Like, truth be told, and again, if it's a personal situation like that, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, yo, if Meek was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, you violated, and yo, let's just link up. Nobody knows. Let's just box or whatever. 100% I'm doing. 100%.
I
100%. And nigga, it could have been I caught the L, but like, yo, nigga, bro, like, what are you gonna do? Black my eye, I'm gonna heal, nigga, like the fuck, and to keep it real, I think I got a good chance. I ain't gonna lie, I think I got a good chance. I don't know.
I act you out. Yeah, I got a good relationship now. Yo, hold on. Yo,
No,
Juju, go
not for
ahead.
me. No, nigga, no. Mimic is good, but like, truthfully, like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a fan of artists or people who have issues selling it offline. People boxing it out. Like, too many people are using guns these days. Niggas is making permanent decisions over some dumb shit. Like, yo, if y'all really gotta get physical and you feel niggas have like crossed that line where y'all can't talk no more and it matters that much to you, again, if both parties agree, nigga link up in box or something like that. Or I'm even cool with niggas saying, all right, let's get a promoter and fucking, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? So like, again, like, you know, there's a perception about me online because, you know, I mean, I'm not rolling with like a million killers from the hood, but like a boxing match 1-on-1 with, again, most rappers, because some of these niggas, yeah, the rappers I mentioned, I'm like, them niggas look like, they look like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, so I'm cool. But the rest of them, of course, let's do it.
I heard you. Hey,
About to
hold
start
on,
rapping.
Gigi. I know you wanted to say something. Go ahead,
Man, I
Gigi.
damn near forgot waiting on your question asking
I'm
this.
sorry.
All right, so this is what I want to say because I feel like it's sounding like the Chicagoans been dragging it, but I just want academics to know why we here. We here because you had made a video saying you gonna be on Clubhouse all day today because you can't wait to hear how we feel about what had just happened. So I just wanted to like make that clear. Like that's why we here, bro. Like at the end of the day, we get tired of talking about the shit too. We just wanted to be like, we don't want to highlight it or gaslight it, bro. We just want to move forward. So that's why we came. And I hear you saying accountability. Agree with you 100%. But it's also about being proactive. Like I feel like a lot of the shit you will post is because you're not really considering other people before you post it. Like even with the Dirk situation from yesterday, I feel like you was focusing on making him accountable and not paying attention to the fact that putting his name in it could potentially help him to be indicted in that situation. That's what I was, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I had to say.
Yeah. All right.
I,
So,
I hear what you said, but I also do want to say, like, listen, academics can't get somebody indicted. Like, if like, just like, because I'm getting like a million things in my email blown up. If the feds finally just unsealed whatever they had as evidence, nothing got to do with nothing that I could have posted or whatever. They got served. Like, so again, if somebody did some shit, I can't save you. Like I can't save you, but also I can't indict you. And I understand by, like, you know, kind of association, but I would hope that people would realize saying that didn't mean that I was trying to imply that, you know, he was anyway responsible. But, you know, I could understand if someone, you know, had a difference of opinion on that.
hey, hey, act. I know you about to go to Cali, put your feet in the sand and sunbathe like a bad bitch. But a lot of chat niggas in my DM right now asking if you streaming tonight.
Yeah, it's my brother's birthday, so I gotta go like to a dinner really quickly. Then I gotta I'm going to LA. Definitely not cooling out. Like, really, I'm going there. I'm gonna spend a week. So if y'all know any like dope or lit rappers in LA, like, you know, I haven't been to LA in so long. You know, I'm gonna do some podcast episodes out there and probably some press because I haven't done press in a while. So yeah, you know, I'm always working. You know, like yeah, I tell people like one of the reasons why people know me more than others. Like, and this is why when people think that I only I only love like the good side of things, whether what I own or how much I've been successful, my entire life is this. Like, there's like I almost neglect family every day for this. You know, it's not just like me kicking it back in a cozy office. I'm on yachts in private. No, every single day, you know, I work like pretty much. I'm still doing videos out of the back of my car. You know, so again, anytime I travel, I'm traveling with work in mind, but yeah, like, yeah, I got a flight in the very early AM, and you know, I'm gonna be in LA for a week. But yo, I just want to thank y'all for even having, you know, this room. But I also want to say, when I mentioned yesterday, I don't know if I was clear about it. You know, I feel like y'all are right in a certain sense when, like, you know, certain things when it comes to Chicago, there should be internal conversations, you know, that happen. There should be like, I always say, like, sometimes when it comes to even racism, like, white people should be able to police themselves. Like, it shouldn't have to be black people crying out. So it's like certain situations y'all should be able to deal with in house and have those conversations, and y'all give y'all real opinions. And when I really said I really want to just kind of be a fly on the wall in terms of, okay, this is what they think, not really just y'all going back and forth with me, because that's not really the thing. Is like, how do y'all process these situations? Because, you know, this is going on in y'all city, and this is going on and really causing more hurt, pain, and a continuation of violence. So, in terms of having honest conversation, Ak ain't there. You know what I mean? Ak is not like, I don't have those fears and trauma that has been built up there. So like, I only say that because I'm like, people like me, now when I'm not doing that and giving sometimes incorrect information, right? Now I get to listen to y'all talk and police yourself, and y'all could be like, listen, well, if you really want better for the particular city, this is what needs to happen. I like to hear people have shop. You know what I mean? Like, y'all need a whole court. Like, you know what I mean? And no Fed shit. I'm just saying, like, yo, hold yourselves accountable. You talk about what's going on in your city, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, and I just thought yesterday was a day where, like, finally, it wasn't about the scapegoat. It was about, okay, there's some real shit that happened. How do we really feel about it? I just wanted to be a fly on the wall, not necessarily participate in the conversation.
Yo,
So
academics, I got a question for you, bro. I didn't even.
this the,
This is my last question. All right, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Right, you sort of changed my mind state on you today. You know what I'm saying? I'm tuning in a little bit more. You took accountability. I fuck with that. The last thing I really gotta know is why do you still fuck with Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah, no, I mean, easy answer. I treat people how they treat me. Again, I'm not, I think, the incorrect thing, that because I cover certain things that people might think is, street oriented, means that I'm moving off of street code. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I always tell people, and this is another thing, you know what I mean? You see, listen, I ain't no gangster or nothing like that. But if anybody have issues with me, I know if ever there was a violent situation, I know 100% I'm gonna be able to go call the police right after and said this was self-defense. I'm gonna be able to be in court and be like, this was completely legal. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not in that type of life. So again, a lot of that type of life I don't even agree with, truth be told. However, he's someone who's been a genuine person to me. And the same way how I think people could differentiate between your friends, like somebody might, you know what I mean? Again, you watch everybody's character, because I do think, some of the stuff has to do with loyalty and this and third. And of course you take note and you watch people's character, but he's always been good to me, and I'm gonna show that loyalty back. I'm not gonna, have people pressure me to, not fuck with him. That happens a lot. You know what I mean? And I was saying even to Savage, I said on the last part of our interview, on off the record, I said, bro, I know there's probably a bunch of rappers who probably call him and be like, damn, why you fuck with that nigga? And it takes a certain type of individual to say, listen, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna defend everything he did, but I'm gonna say that I'm cool with him for our interaction, and that's only what I can speak about. You don't hear me coming on here and defending him cooperating. That's not what I come on here for. If you ask me about him, I'll say, listen, when one of the first, like, I gave him an opportunity when he was kind of, there was a lot of allegations on his name, and I sat down with him and I did an interview with him, and ever since then he was a very solid person, even beyond what people saw, and I've used that and I've predicated our relationship based on that. And I know a lot of people want me to have these other, like, well, look what this happened. I don't know the nature of other people's relationships, and also just like how, Savage put me and Meek on the phone. If I could solve or help situations with him, I would. But again, um, I'm not here to defend his actions, and he wouldn't even expect me to either. But people can't expect me to not fuck with somebody who has been good to me, right? When just because they weren't good to somebody else, supposedly. So, it's one of the things where, like, let me ask everybody in here, y'all answer the question, like, if okay, he's been really good to me, and I'm telling you, and trust me, I think about everything. Remember, he was locked up, so I think about every situation. I'm like, was it? And it's always been on the up and up. If Because remember, I'm not in that life. If everybody, the whole industry was like, oh, we don't fuck with him, and I get it. Like, you don't hear me saying to everybody in the industry, fuck with him. No. If you a street nigga, you don't like rats, and you believe he's a rat, and for what he did, fuck it. You have the right to your opinion to not fuck with them, right?
From the highlands of Los Altos de Jalisco, Mexico, to the highlight of your local and home bar, we're a hand-harvested 100% Blue Weber agave tequila.
I don't feel that. How would you feel if somebody switched on you because everybody else did? And that's just how I look at it. I treat people how they treat me. Again, I'm not vouching for his credibility. I could only vouch for how he's been with me. And if sometimes when you start appealing to like what these street codes and ethics are, you start realizing it's a little bit ridiculous. So it's like, yo, wait, like you're gonna look at me with less respect because I'm going to not turn my back on somebody because everybody is turning their back on him. So I don't know.
Is he accepting
Nah, you good.
fade?
Yo, one more Tariq. Oh, Sunrise, you cause
You
Act about to leave, so I want
Nah,
to just
nah.
get.
Listen, my
act
question had to do with the question when I asked him what is he perceive himself to be in the industry, but it's not relevant. Sunrise, if you got a question, bro, I know you ain't
All
got a
right, go
chance to
ahead,
ask a question. Go right
Sunrise.
ahead.
nah, yo, act. I'm getting ready to become a rapper, so I'm gonna hold you to that. Accepting fades.
Yo,
Hey,
Sunrise, yo,
hey,
clown.
all due
Hey,
respect though, I do got one
Hey,
question.
hold on, no, no.
yo,
But well, listen. First of all, I don't want people to take it twisted. I'm not out here like I'm trying to fight everybody, right? But like the thing with when it got to with me and Meek, it got to a place of beyond just rap shit. Like that's one of the things I had to acknowledge. Like, nigga, the week of his album, I'm like, Meek said I was a small platform. I'm gonna let the whole fucking world know and contextualize it in a way that he realized how powerful my voice is. That's personal. I'm being honest with that. I told him that too. So that's a personal situation. If you get that personal in business, if somebody wants to catch a fade, you can't be whatever. Now, if I'm doing my job and I post something about a rapper who this is just me doing my job, and he's like, "Oh, I want to fight," nigga, I'm not about to fight you, nigga. Like, you got to fight my security, okay? I'm sorry, but in the Meek situation, that was personal. That was me, and also I gotta imagine it was personal on his side if he is saying things like, I'm green lighting you. I know where you live. You get me? So again, when personal situations, and I think that's how just men should handle it. That's not no rap shit. That's men. If you and your homies might be jonesing over some whatever, but if it get too personal, nigga, if you ain't down to catch the fade, what you trying to do? But now you're not gonna. Not if somebody say one thing about you, like, all right, let's fight. So I don't want people to think that I'm like out here like, yo, I'm down for every fade with anybody, because that's also gonna be clout chasing shit. You feel me? If I get personal with you, like for example, I kind of got personal with Nav. And if at that point, by the way, me and Nav are cool now. We're cool. Like, salute to Nav. I hope to have him on my podcast. But like, if Nav at that point was like, yo, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, man, this shit's gotten too personal. Let's catch a fade. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna do it. Cool. Because now it is personal.
all
You know?
right, that's what's up, Act. Yo,
Yo,
we
yo, Act, let
appreciate
me
you.
ask you a
Yo,
question
Act.
though.
Yo.
Yo, Act, let me ask you a question.
What up?
So,
Oh, that's Tay. Go ahead, Tay.
yeah, so like,
After Tay, it's
if,
clear.
if you ain't squashed nothing with Meek, right? Like, y'all, I wasn't here, but I'm hearing like maybe y'all was on the phone, maybe y'all squashed it. If y'all ain't fake squash it, like, if he would have ran up on you, you would have got it with him. Like, I'm talking about him since it was personal with him.
Yo, and just like as much as y'all think I'm whatever, let me say this in the most Clubhouse friendly way as I could. The situation with Meek was approaching a place that I felt that, number one, even when I heard a nigga says, "Oh, I know where you live," that feels like a threat. We were fully and ready, prepared to do whatever necessary to protect my safety. Let's just say that. And also, if I'm moving around, that's the same energy that will keep consistent. Again, you know, he's a street dude, this and third, but I'm a millionaire too. And trust me, like I said it even on the podcast. I was spending money just to make sure whatever, but that comes with when you got issues. That's why I like to de-escalate if possible. But when issues get like that, and there's I be having my list of people who I'm like, if I see them niggas, they probably gonna try to do something. Make sure that you can defend yourself. I'm always on defense. So whatever happens, and again, I always again we're on an internet platform. I hope to never, convey threats. I would like to convey the fact that I try to just protect myself, and whatever that includes, and I mean whatever, I hope to be a part of that. Okay,
Heard
that's
you.
all.
All right, yo,
He
Ak,
said he wants to smoke.
I appreciate you for coming, my boy.
No, no,
I'm
yo,
gonna
no,
hit
that,
you.
that's not what the Meek
Fucking
talks about though.
Alright,
But
I
like,
don't even got a question. I got a demand. Please do not come
ho,
to the
ho,
DMV with that bullshit. Please.
yo. All right, so
Yeah,
I
bro.
ain't even hear you 30, but yo, Ak, I appreciate you. The chat niggas is blessed. Shout out to the chat niggas that's in here.
I'm
And
gonna say it one more time. Do not come to the DMV with that bullshit.
hello.
wait, no, yo, could I address that real quick?
What's the
Hold
point of
on,
that? I'm
wait.
confused. Why would you even do that,
You
bro?
had a
Hold on,
question.
30. Hold on. What you go ahead, Ak. You don't have to address it though.
No, no, no. Well, I was gonna like if I stream tonight, I don't know if I'll have time. I'll address it too. Hey, listen, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest. So, what I believe was a very harmless riff. I'm gonna be honest, and crucify me because I didn't know much about the individual. I didn't even really know he was like. I guess he's a poppin' rapper in like the DMV area. I
Ooh.
just some shit. So I said something. I said something on I believe my podcast, and I was like yo, I was like, I think I was talking about social media being down, but I was like, your social media is a trip. I
Uh-huh.
was like, Twitter for a while, and I haven't been on there for a minute. And I'm like, we do have to be a little bit, like cognizant as a society. Like we kind of look crazy when we're like, yo, like free my nigga.
Yeah,
And I
bruh.
said, I said,
Let him
Walk
look,
speak.
down, bro.
I
Walk
know this
down,
dude
30.
was a
right?
rapper.
Speak, please.
Like,
Please
and
let him speak.
and I didn't know he was a rapper. And by the way, like for the people who thought I was personalizing, I don't even know why he's incarcerated. Like I was just
Walk
making
down, Will, right?
I was making light I was making light of that particular thing in terms of like sometimes our names becomes almost like you're manifesting. It's like a self-fulfilling
Bro,
prophecy.
his
You know what I
name
mean?
is Walk Down Will, bro. Come on, bro. Like it's just Walk Down
30.
Will. He
You
could be
not
walking
even
down the street. Bro, he's speaking on
30.
something that some in particular, bro,
30.
and I know what
All
he's
right,
speaking
well,
about.
Good
maybe I
point.
got that out.
I'm from here, so I know what the fuck going on, bro. I'm just saying, like, I'm an artist,
But
bro. I
let
know
him,
what's up.
bro.
Yeah, no. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't no me and like DMV type of shit. Like, I feel like even in that situation, maybe the height of anything I've ever had with DMV was like with the Shot Glizzy shit, which me and
Yeah.
Glizzy we cool, but for the people who are offended by that, what I mean that. I don't
All
know
right.
the artist like that. It wasn't personal, but I did double down though because you see another thing is like I just hate like the simple like yo, we got to get to the point where we have conversations like just like how I'm explaining it like this. When you when you immediately respond with a threat, sometimes niggas respond back differently, right? And I was like, yo, like we got to get to a different place in like just society where like, yo, you can't come here, you can't come here. I'm like, yo, come on now, like
Success Rice. Create and share amazing meals in 10 minutes. Share your success.
Tackle the streets, beach, or mountains in your new, bigger, better, faster Jeep from the #1 Jeep dealership in the U.S. We have a huge selection of Jeeps in stock.
During Jeep Adventure Days, drive new Jeeps from Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Your custom Jeep headquarters.
With 90 days of no payments and 0% financing. Because there's
no place
like home.
Just 2 blocks south of the house that I helped build.
Us as
All right,
black
look.
people talking about
30.
cities and territories and blocks that we don't own, like again, you're really you're not preventing nobody from pulling up to your city because usually nobody could say shit when the government want to gentrify your neighborhood. So like, let's not do that when trying to act macho and stick out a chest. But just for clarification, I didn't, I'm gonna go check out some. Is it Walk Down Will? I'm gonna go check out some of
Hey,
his music. It was. Go ahead.
this 30 talking and been talking, bro. I just want you to understand that our scene is about to be just like everybody else's. I just don't want you to shed the wrong light on our scene, bro. Fat Trail just came back home, which is a huge
I see.
symbol to our area. Yes, he just came back home today. So, you know what I'm saying? That's already big attention.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, as we work hard, we deserve what we're looking for, okay? And we're looking for good clarity, not negative. If you see negative, try to like look at it and not pay attention to it, because in Maryland there's a law that states that artists can get indicted just like everybody else's, but even worse, just even off lyrics. So I'm just saying, bro. Just
Yeah,
asking.
and what I'll say, like even closing, is like, we also gotta realize that, um again, like there was some ignorance when it came to that, because I didn't know the exact person, so I was just talking about like literally, sometimes colloquial terms which just seem to manifest what ends up happening later. And I guess what I mean is like we got to start having more conversations, like, because all of a sudden, and especially when it goes across the internet, the people in between, they just want to see the beef. And
Yeah.
I know that a lot, because when I post an artist going back and forth, it's like, to keep it real, when people hit me today, I was like, damn, like they were disappointed that I said, yo, me and Meek, we kind of got a truce. You know why? People do want to see it culminate into the train wreck. So it's one of those things where, like, again, let's promote some more conversations. And I'm not saying I'm not a part of that, or I'm not saying I'm the perfect person, or I haven't ever done anything wrong. But you know, all us as black men, if we could afford each other the conversation, and shit, if a nigga say fuck the conversation, I get it. But sometimes, like, even asking somebody if you're like, yo, no, what you mean by that? You know what I mean? So I hope people from the DMV area realize that, I think, there's been a lot of talented rappers over the time that just I feel like haven't gotten the national love. But who
Correct.
knows? Like, it might be how kind of like Memphis has been in like the last couple of years, where like there was a time Memphis had dope artists, but they didn't get the national love. Now I see a lot of them do. Maybe DMV is gonna have that type of wave. So like, people put me in that little beef and controversial lane, but like, think about it. Like, do you think I want to be going back and forth with the team or people who support Walt Downwell? And I hope that gets to the people closest to him.
All right.
And yeah, who knows what this could turn into?
I
All right,
understand you,
yo.
bro. And I really got respect for you for expressing yourself that way. Cause we is men, man respect man, bro. I'm 24 of age. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm young. But I just want you to understand that we got a lot of shit going on, bro. And I'd rather us to be supported the right way than the wrong way. By any cause, bro. And I mean that shit. I say that shit with all sincerity out of my heart. Any type of disrespect you think I came off in any type of way, I don't choose that route with you, bro. But I'm just trying to demand that for us, cause you are a voice, and music does play a big part in today. You know what I'm saying? Shit
All
real.
right,
Of course.
all right, yo. So fucking like I've been trying to do for the last hour, cause like I said, nigga, act about to go to Cali, go sunbathe and shit. We off this. I appreciate y'all for coming. Yo, act, I appreciate you. And it's a girl, it's a lady, not a girl, a lady named.
Say yes to Panera's